What food would you give Phalaenopsis orchid and how often? And this is Roy on YouTube. So don't you grow these?
It's a great question. And because they sell a lot of Phalaenopsis all the time in all the stores and stuff. So they're easy to pick up, and you get them when they're blooming, and you want them to rebloom again.
Sure.
And sure, you can use that. There is a liquid fertilizer. I would use liquid fertilizer on it. And the liquid fertilizer usually is a 10, 30, 20.
All right, say it again.
10, 30, 20.
Okay.
With that middle number, phosphorus, being the highest, because that's going to help it regenerate your blooms.
Great, good, okay.
I have 4 of them.
That
mine are all in east windows.
Okay.
You know, they're in the windows of the east, that face east. They only get morning sunlight. And I currently have 3 of the 4 blooming.
Oh, nice, okay.
And I've never fertilized mine.
Never?
So I've never fertilized any of them.
All right.
So, and this is my point. Think about orchids on trees. They really don't have very much anchoring, so hopefully he's planted it in bark, because that's really the best, that best medium for him is bark.
Okay.
And the rain comes and waters them, but it doesn't sit in water. So that's what I do with mine. Every week or every 2 weeks, depending on the dryness of them, I will take them out of the container and soak them, water them, and then after they've finished draining, put them back in the container. So just kind of mimicking what Mother Nature would do.
I like that.
And so really, because it will rot if you let them sit in water.
Okay.
But that's probably the key to the orchids, is to try to mimic nature and just water them, but don't let them sit in water and have them on bark. They like to be a little bit root bound, and then they're all blooming again. So
Without fertilizer.
Without fertilizer. But if you want to use fertilizer, that 10, 30, 20 liquid fertilizer, I would water them, but I wouldn't let it sit in water. I mean, I would water them and then let them drain out, and then only do that once a month.
Okay.
During the growing season. But then in the winter and the fall, I would dilute that fertilizer in half.
Good, okay.
And still only fertilize them, you know, take them out of the containers, or make sure the bark it all drains out once a month.
So when you take them out of the containers, you're taking the roots, not the bark. You're taking just the plant itself.
Well, yeah, but mine, if it's in a clay pot and it has drainage in it, will drain through it. Mine are still in the little store-bought.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And so I take the little plastic liner out that the roots are in, and I water, and then I put them back in the container. But if it was in a bark, it was in a clay pot that's made for that, I would still take it to the sink and water it and let it all drain out before I put it back in the winter. I don't want anything to sit in water.
Gotcha. Okay.
Rotting is a big issue with any of the orchids.
Sure. And I think most people do overwater.
Overwater, yeah.
Okay.
That's why sometimes they'll say put an ice cube on it.
Yeah.
I don't like to do that because I think that's too cold, but that's why I take it out of the container and go to the trouble to do that. And I've done that, and I've got blooms now.
And you got blooms, so it works. It works without the fertilizer.
Without the fertilizer.
Thanks for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed. To subscribe, click below.